Imagine if you were born a male, but you spent your whole life feeling like you were really a female. So much so that you secretly started to live a double life. You would spend hours putting on makeup, dressing in women's clothes, and making people believe that you were really a woman. Well, imagine if you were fooled by somebody like this, somebody who was pretending to be a girl. Would that be the ultimate betrayal? This man said it most definitely is, and he should know it happened to him, and now he wants to confront the person who made him believe that he was really a she. An unbelievable story, and they're both here. Later in the show, we're going to meet this man who says his life was shattered when he discovered that the woman he was in love with, having daily sex with, engaged to, was really a man. Let's get started. I want you to meet 19-year-old Aaliyah. Aaliyah says even though she was born a boy, she's always felt more like a girl and has been pretending to be one since junior high school. Aaliyah says this has gotten her in a lot of trouble, and it's this trouble that's the reason for her being here today. Listening backstage is Dwayne. He says he's really furious because Aaliyah betrayed him and deceived him when she tried to make him think that she was female. He says that her dishonesty has cost him his reputation in the small town that they both come from. We're going to find out why Dwayne feels this way in a minute. But first, Aaliyah, you say that your life really has been a living hell. That's very strong.
Yeah.
Strong statement. This is because of your desire to want to be a girl?
Definitely.
When did it start?
I'd say around the age of, I started having the feelings when I was about 5 years old. 6 years old, I was fairly sure of what was going on. You know, I used to, instead, the kids in my neighborhood were, you know, doing the G.I. Joe type of thing. And for me, I was just basically, you know, hanging out with the girls, doing the Barbie thing and playing the house thing. And it was easier for me, and it felt a lot more comfortable.
And your parents, was there any understanding?
No, they had no idea until later, until I got caught skipping school, and one of the supervisors from school called and said, "Your daughter missed school today."
Your daughter missed school
today.
What did your mother say?
My daughter. She was just kind of surprised, and I didn't get home till later that evening, and it was really difficult for me because I was running back and forth. My mom knew I was a cheerleader, but she did not know I was going to school as a girl, so it was really difficult when she found out.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, I do.
A lot?
They're stepbrothers and stepsisters, but yeah, I do. My stepsister knew. It was her clothes I was borrowing, and my mother's too.
Now, you told us this has been so painful for you that you've attempted suicide on a number of occasions and actually jumped off a roof once. Tell me about that.
Yeah, funny enough, actually, I don't know if you heard, but something actually happened before I came on the show too as well. But as far as that was concerned, I did not,
Aaliyah, tell us what happened.
I was just, you know, really going through a rough time. I did not know how to deal with it at school. Some people knew, some people didn't know. I didn't know how to tell my parents. I didn't know what exactly was going on, you know, with me. I was on the borderline, well, should I be a guy, should I be a girl? And basically, there was just so much difficulty. My father flipped out once he found out. He did not know until after my mom and I had talked for several months, my mom hoping that this was just a phase. It was really interesting because I didn't know what to do anymore, and I basically just kind of walked out and sat on the roof for a while of the house, and basically just kind of jumped head first all the way down.
How badly were you hurt?
Bad enough that I had to be rushed to the hospital, and I was there and placed in psychiatric care after recovery for 6 months.
Let's get to the Dwayne situation. Now, Dwayne met you as a boy.
Right.
You live in a small town. Okay. And you were named Aaron at that time. Explain how you two met and what happened.
Basically, I had just moved to the town, and my parents had moved back to California, and I didn't really know anybody. And it's a very, very small town, and once somebody new comes in, everybody finds out about it. Well, I actually met Dwayne through his mother at the college, and you know, she says, you know, I have a son that's your age, you know, why don't I introduce you to him? And we were out there, and he was delivered pizzas at that time, and she took me to his place of employment and introduced me to him, not realizing that I had met him once before. And Dwayne and I started to hang out because he too wants to go to college, well, not for the same thing, but he wants to go to college to play football in the NFL. And basically, our love for sports just basically...
So you see, when he meets you, you have a love of sports.
Right.
Two guys that are hanging out together.
Definitely.
Okay.
And it was really interesting because he used to come over my house on a daily basis, and you know, with his friends and whatever. And slowly did I find out that I was starting to become attracted to him. That was really really interesting.
Now this is hard for Aaliyah. Go ahead.
And basically at that point, he had no idea. So I started leaving little hints around, you know, when we would hang out, like I'd leave the perfume out or I'd leave an article of girls' clothing out, and he would question me about it. But Dwayne, being who he is, you know, that straight heterosexual male, oh, you had a girl over last night, you know.
He thought you had a girl over.
Yeah, and what it's always, you know, talking about that or whatever. And basically, one night, he invited me to go out to a club to meet some of the girls, and I told him that I couldn't go because I was going out somewhere, and I was actually going out with the group of girls that I hang out. And Mindy, Chrissy, and Stacy and we all went out, and at that point, and I didn't know it, but we were at the same club. Dwayne has never, ever seen me like that, ever.
Never seen you.
Had no idea, had no anything. And basically, Christine said to me, she goes, "There's Dwayne." And I said, "Oh, no." And basically, at that point, I thought this was a good opportunity to try and come out. And he was, I had Christine go over to him, and Mindy was saying, "No, this is not a good idea. Very bad idea." And I had her go up and ask him, you know, could we dance, you know, this type of thing and that kind of thing. And basically, he did not know it was me. And at that point, I started talking and whatever to him, and he started to piece the pieces together a little bit. And at that point, I went to the bathroom, and one of the friends that he was with said, "You know who that is?" And he said, "No." And he goes, "That's Aaron." And I came out of the bathroom, and Dwayne said to me, he's all, "I'm going to tell you on the real tip." He says, "If I was in the same place where I was before, you'd be dead." He says, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. Bottom line, it's over. And basically, since that point, Dwayne and I have not talked.
You have not talked to him?
I've seen him in town, and I say an occasional hello, and he, you know, just kind of goes, you know, and rightfully so. I'd be very angry too, and I'm here to apologize and make it known.
Why don't we bring Dwayne out and hear his side of the story? Dwayne, come on out.
You kill me, for real.
Dwayne, what are you thinking?
I would just like everybody to know, Sally, I am a straight man. I only go with girls. When Aaron first came to this little town, okay, when people come to where we live, where he lives, whatever, everybody brings people to me because I'm like everybody's idol, you know. Everybody, the little kids look up to me. Everybody looks up to me, okay. So he came up to me, and people brought him to me. It was like, Dwayne, you know, he's new in town. You know, you show him around? So I said, all right, no problem. So when I first met him, he said he had dreams of going to the 1996 Olympics or something like that.
As a biker.
Yeah, as a biker. I said, fine. I said, my dreams are my dreams are to go to the NFL, you know, play in the NFL, you know. So started hanging out, whatever, doing our own little thing. And then, you know, as time went on, you know, I started hanging over his house, showing him around, you know, showing him girls.
Never
whatever.
occurred to you that he was.
No, he never, like, I mean.
Well, how do you feel about what happened that night at the dance?
Like I said, if I had been my old self, I would have ended his life. That's guaranteed.
Why?
Because, you know, Sally, it's like this. You have to respect the person, okay? If you know that a person, I mean, you got to have common sense. If you know a person only goes with girls, you know, if there was some kind of inclination that I liked him or you know, I wanted to be with him or whatever, then okay, I could understand him coming on to me or whatever. But to try and betray me, betray my friendship, betray what I did for him.
You feel betrayed.
Yeah, I feel betrayed. You know, he shouldn't have did that to me. He shouldn't have.
Apparently, this town is so small that what happened at that dance went like wildfire around the town.
Yeah.
So people now think
that
you're gay.
That I'm gay. That I want to be a girl.
That because you hung out together.
That we had sex.
That you've had sex.
Yeah.
That you've really okay. Yeah. What do you want to say to Aaliyah?
Well, Aaron, I'm gonna tell you like this. You really, you know, like I said, you betrayed my trust. You know what I'm saying? I took you under my wing as like a friend, you know what I'm saying, like a little brother, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know you from a hole in the wall, you know what I'm saying? I did you a favor, you know what I'm saying? I made you somebody, you know what I'm saying? I introduced you to people, okay? You met friends, whatever, so on and so forth, okay? Then you're gonna betray my trust and try and, you know what I'm saying, a friend.
Okay, first of all, I was somebody before I met you. Second of all, okay? Second of all, I will not deny the fact that that was wrong to do, and I am here to apologize for that.
Well, do it, then apologize.
I am very, very deeply sorry that I did that to you. That was wrong, and I will never do it to anybody again. For example, last night.
Tell them why you did it.
Why did I do it? I think the bottom line was, I look at.
So let me ask you this.
Well,
okay?
wait, let me interrupt. This is going to be hard for you, all right? Just, were you and are you in love with him?
Definitely.
Dwayne? Now, Dwayne.
However, he has made it very clear.
No, I understand that, but you know, you do
straight.
not deny love. I mean, you can say it's an impossible love, but for you, it's a love nevertheless.
Right, and he has made it very, very clear that he is straight and heterosexual,
right.
And that is something that I am going to have to stand back and respect and say, hey, that is not my place.
Aaliyah is not trying to get you, to be in love with her. She's just in love with you.
And at this...
But what I'm saying is this, Sally. Okay, it doesn't matter if he's trying or if he was trying. It's still the fact that now my reputation's gone. You know what I'm saying? The person that I was, you know, little kids that looked up to me, you know what I'm saying? Now people's parents are gonna say, well, you know, I don't want my kid looking up to him, you know what I'm saying? He's screwed up in the head as
that's
well.
true. I don't know. Go ahead. I'm not sure if that's true.
Yeah, I understand that you should be angry and everything because your trust was betrayed, but if you're the idol that you claim to be, I don't understand how you could be so insecure that you'd worry about people thinking you're homosexual.
No.
up next.
This young man says that his life was absolutely destroyed when he discovered his fiancée was really a he. Not only did he call off the engagement, he has taken her to court. An unbelievable story of betrayal and deception next. Don't go away.
For all you people who are clapping, I don't fool anybody.
You're a fool.
I tell the
You're
people
yourself.
what I'm
You
doing.
got a penis between your legs. I mean, what are you? What are you? Here you go. Here you go. Yeah.
If you're watching Nosey, you're getting the drama. But on YouTube, you're part of the family.
Become a Nosey neighbor, and you'll get things like exclusive, never-seen bonus videos, uncensored and ad-free. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Join now for exclusive content.
Our guests today feel that they've spent their life trapped in the wrong body and secretly wishing they were the opposite sex. This is Dena. Dena says she knows what that feels like because she also was born a boy and now would like to be a woman. In the next few minutes, you're going to meet Carl. He says his life was ruined when he discovered that his fiancée, it's gone that far, had been born a man. And he thinks people like Dena and Aaliyah are sick, and all they do is end up hurting people like him. Now, we're going to talk to you in a few minutes, Carl, but first, Dena, I know it took a lot of courage for you to come here today. Dena has a secret that she wants to reveal to her family for the first time, and they weren't willing to be here, but she knows that they will be watching. Dena, before we talk about that, you say you always knew that you were in the wrong body.
Yeah, well,
right?
You know what it is? It's when when you're brought up, it's just something you feel. It's not something you don't know it to be wrong. You just know it that that's what it is.
But explain to us, could you not have thought you were just gay?
Of course, that you have to. You have to go through this kind of transition in order to find out who you are. You have to be able to look inside yourself. Because in this world, the only gay community is the only people that are going to accept us.
Okay, but there's a difference, because you said when you had sex with a male for the first time, it was wrong, because you wanted to be making love as a female, not another gay male.
Right, exactly. Because it felt like that was wrong. It didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like I should have been playing that role.
Now let's get to your...
Oh, shut up. Speak when you're spoken to.
Let's get
Speak when
to
I'm
your...
ready to speak.
All right,
Please.
guys.
Get your identity crisis straight.
My identity
Get your
crisis.
identity
I'm not
crisis
sitting up
straight.
here like this, like who I am, all right?
What are you talking
All
about?
right, baby?
I'm not sitting there looking like a whore.
Because you
either, know what I'm
can't.
saying?
Because you can't.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I
can't
am.
do it.
I'm proud of who I am.
Shut up.
You ain't proud of who
All right,
you are.
guys.
You messed up in the
Guys.
head, kid.
I'm messed up. I'm messed up. You a fool.
Were you also buying hormones on the street?
Yes. That's the first way to get them. Because when you want them and you feel that way, you have no choice. You don't have any resources. It's not like we're accepted that it's easy. It's very hard for us. It's very hard because we're constantly searching for people. You just have to like me for me. I don't need you to be anything but my friend.
Okay. Now, you said you wanted to tell your family the truth about who you are. You can look in the camera now. Imagine that they're here. They didn't want to come. You know we would have brought them here. Tell them what you want to say.
Well, all I really want to say is that, Ma, I love you more than anything in the world. And I hope that this one never could hurt you, because I never want to hurt you. And I just want you to accept me for me, and let me be me, and let me love you as me. That's it.
Entwined in this is a story of betrayal. My next guest has a completely different side to this story. This is Carl. He says that 3 years ago he was engaged to a very beautiful woman.
Yes, very beautiful.
Okay. Who was keeping a very deep, dark secret from him. It turned out this gorgeous woman was once a man. Carl says this was the ultimate betrayal, and that this deception has ruined his life. He says that people like Dena and Aaliyah end up hurting innocent people like him. Is that
That's correct.
I know I'm putting words in your mouth, but is that so far true?
Yes.
Okay. You not only called off your engagement, you took your ex-fiancée to court.
Yes, I did.
I don't know if, has there ever been a case like
No.
this? Never. It's
My
the first course.
My lawsuit was the first lawsuit to ever be filed in the United States against transsexual fraud.
Okay. Now, take me back and tell me, how did you two meet?
We met in a sports bar in Texas. Basically, I was enjoying myself, and this strikingly beautiful person walked up to me and started a conversation with me. Later on, we was having company together. It was me and the freak and her cousin. I really think, Sally, you know, this story and this story, you know, they're their own person, they have their own story, but I think it's wrong. The situation that I'm in and the situation that you're in, I mean, look, it's not too hard to tell what you really are.
And it's not hard to tell what you are, a bigot, a fool, and a prejudiced fool.
If you want to be a woman, you're not going to ever be a woman.
That's what you are. Honey, I'm more the man and 3 times the woman you could ever be.
I doubt that.
Don't doubt it, honey. Don't doubt it, because I almost kicked your ass behind the stage before. Hello.
Well, see,
don't doubt it.
You're
don't
trash.
Doubt it. I'm trash, and what are you? You're suing a normal person? You're suing someone who didn't trick you. They're a total sex change.
They paid me to keep me quiet.
Oh, they paid you. So
because it was such a damn secret.
So now you're a hustler.
No, I'm not.
Now you're a gigolo.
I'm a victim of like you.
Oh, please.
Like you. Because of y'all, I have been destroyed.
For all you people who are clapping, I don't fool anybody.
You're a fool.
I tell the people what I'm doing.
You got a penis between your legs. I mean, what are you? What are you?
Here you go. Here you go. Yeah.
Let me You all feel better? Do you all feel better as human beings to allow people to treat each other this way? Am I hurting any one of you?
Do you feel like God made a mistake when you were born?
I feel like he made a mistake when you were born.
Do you?
We'll take a break and we'll come right back and hear the end of Carl's story.
I did not know this was going to happen when I came here, but I have something that I have to say.
When you see Rocky dressed as a girl, how does it make you feel?
Tears my heart apart. It's more than I can handle from time to time. He's my son. He's not my daughter.
Okay, Carl.
Yes.
I'm still trying to find, without interruption now, guys, the story of what happened. You are going out with this woman that you met in the bar.
Yes.
You are having sex on a regular basis with this woman. You have met this woman's family.
Yes.
What else do we need to know?
Basically, this person had a sex change at the age of 20 years old.
How did you find that out?
Because later on in the discovery, I found out.
How?
Basically...
I mean, how did you find out she was a he?
Well, when it all came down, I was going to marriage counseling because I've been married before and I wanted this marriage to work out.
Okay.
So I was going to marriage...
Now, you met everyone in the family?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Nothing occurred to you that there was any problem at all?
No problem at all.
Even during sex?
No, nothing.
None. This was very... What kind of body did the person have?
This thing here had a... This thing here had what you would call a vagina.
Right. Right. Perfect body.
Beautiful body. Looked like something you see in centerfold. Not like this.
Okay.
Not like this.
All right.
This is drag queen trash here.
So you were going to marriage counseling to make the marriage work, and?
It told me that when it was born, God made a mistake. God don't make mistakes. Okay, God does not make mistakes. This person told me when it was born deformed. Okay, deformed. All these people that lied to me, they never told me anything different until after I put 1 and 2 together, and found out that the whole relationship was based on lies and deception.
Okay.
And it was very...
the family must have lied. Everyone must
They
have
lied so much they drew up a prenuptial agreement and had me sign it. In the prenuptial agreement it stated she could have children. A damn freak can't have children.
That's wrong. I agree with you. That's wrong. They should have never did that.
That's why I'm so hurt and so angry.
Was this a well-to-do family?
This was net worth income $250 million. Okay? We ain't talking no little trailer trash here.
Right.
Okay? They were so embarrassed and so humiliated, they paid me to keep me quiet.
All right, let's take it from another point of view. What would you do? We're taking it from the point of view of a mother. If you had a 13-year-old son who was trying on your clothing, your high heels, your lipstick, as a mother, do you think this is funny or would this frighten you to death? This is Judy. She says she is devastated that her 13-year-old son, Rocky, would rather be a girl. Now, Rocky is listening backstage. We're going to meet him in a moment. And remember, you're talking to a 13-year-old child. Judy said he's taken her clothes, is that right?
Yeah.
And heels so that he could look more like her daughter than her son. Rocky says when he dresses like a girl, it's the only time he feels happy. When you see Rocky dressed as a girl, how does it make you feel?
Tears my heart apart. It's more than I can handle from time to time. He's my son. He's not my daughter.
Do you have daughters?
I have a daughter. Okay. I have a 16-year-old.
All right. When did you, Rocky is a child, is 13. When did you first notice there was something that as a mother it bothered you?
He was about 3 or 4 years old. He, I think all children, little boys, little girls, they all get into dolls. I think this is part of growing up. Rocky insisted with the dolls. I'd throw footballs and Tonka trucks and baseball bats and everything I could think of. I was a single parent and there wasn't that male role model, and I thought, let's find the male role model. So I began trying to take him out to play football. You know, I clotheslined him one day. He says, that's enough, no more. He didn't want anything to do with the boy things. It's very feminine. At Halloween time, I mean, you know.
When you catch him dressed as a girl, how does it make you feel?
It's just devastating. I mean, this is my son. You know, there's people out there that are cruel. I've raised my son, to be honest, to try and identify with himself and his feelings, but also to respect others. I respect how he feels. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it.
But you respect it.
I'm his mother, and I love him. There are people out there that'll stomp him in a heartbeat. They'll mistake him for being gay. He is not gay. He is gender dysphoric. He's just a boy on the outside, but inside, he's a woman like me. He's a girl.
Why don't we bring Rocky out? I want to talk to the both of you, okay? Rocky. Rocky, explain.
Well, I can remember when I was just really little and I was always going and getting into my mama's shoes and just going and running up and down the steps, trying to get into them and everything because I never felt like, I never really adapted to wanting to go out and be with the guys. You know, I always wanted to go out and be
Which sports have made a difference?
Tennis.
Bigger brother?
My bigger brother is dead.
Okay. How about your daddy? Does your daddy do any male activities with you?
His father hasn't
activities.
that.
It's about how the person feels.
Let me tell you something.
Excuse me, but my father has not been around for 13 years.
Something. Do you think this is a choice? Do you think we like this?
Yeah, I think
Do you think I get off on these people not respecting me?
I just think you're a homosexual dressed as a woman.
I think you're a fool, but I still respect.
Listen, God
Do you think I
created-
choose to live my life where people cannot look at me and say, that's a good person, that's okay? You think I choose that? You think I choose to have this?
Yeah, because you're doing
It's not
it.
a
You
choice,
choose it.
It's what you
do.
are, and I have to be true to myself.
It's what you are. You're a man. Be a man.
Aaliyah, talk.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. You guys definitely have a rough road ahead. Personally, it's really difficult for me to sit here and watch this because my mom could not be here to do this. But my mom was also single too and went through this by herself and everything, but I did not know this was going to happen when I came here, but I have something that I have to say. And basically, what I did to Dwayne was wrong, what happened to you was wrong, and I understand how you feel, and I understand how you feel. And I also understand how I feel, but I was born a man. And I cannot go on living like this anymore. Before I left, I actually, it was really weird. I don't know what I'm going through, but I'm kind of glad that I did not go any further with the procedure than I did, because I've kind of met someone. And I made her a commitment that when I got back, that I would become a man. So, if I may, if I may, I brought some clothes. I'd like to go and change.
Take a break. We'll be right back. Today we're talking to people who say that they feel like they're trapped in the wrong body and have been living as the opposite sex. We're hearing from people who say they were betrayed and tricked by people like this, and it's ruined their reputations. This is Dr. Sharna Strayer, who is a certified sex therapist. Sharna, there's so much going on here, I don't know where to begin. I have to tell you that I had no idea that Aaliyah wanted to do that. Our staff did not know. No one knew. This is not some hokey thing that we've set up as a talk show. This is somebody sitting there making a decision and going in, and we couldn't be more shocked. But, and I want you to talk to Aaliyah/Aaron when he returns. Okay, but first, let's talk to Judy and Rocky about the pain that this mother is going through, and also probably the pain that Rocky is going through. What can be done? Carl is right. They have a heck of a big problem.
Well, the most overwhelming thing that I heard is that there's a tremendous need for acceptance. It seems that before, as a boy, Rocky was really feeling very alone, very alienated. Also, there's something going on concerning his father that I just heard a little bit about. I don't know what that's about.
You started to yell, "My father hasn't been around." Is that right?
My biological father abandoned me when I was 13 months old. He's not been around since.
And this lady in the audience said, you gotta have, this lady just said to me, Sally, the problem is, gotta have a father.
Well, you know, you have to have a, you don't have to have a father, but you have to have a
You're shaking your head?
No. Let me tell you something.
A male,
my father left me when I was 5 years old. My mama raised me, okay? Yeah. Doesn't mean because my father left me that I'm gonna change the person I wanna be. I mean...
No, but that's you. How do you feel, Rocky?
I feel a little bit disappointed.
In what?
Because I was not like most other kids. You know, I was different, as it was put to me, because I'd never had my father. I was different because I couldn't afford the new clothes. And yet I was also different because I had a little bit of a swing in my walk.
Does that matter, though? That don't matter. Just because you got a little swing in your walk doesn't mean George Jefferson has a swing in his walk. You a dude, man, for real. You a straight-up kid.
Do you know what I'm feeling? No, you don't.
No, it doesn't matter.
What are you feeling,
I'm not trying to get up
Rocky?
and get hostile with
I'm
you
listening,
or whatever.
Rocky.
You're only 13 years old. You're still a baby, man.
Rocky, what do you feel?
Better ask somebody. I ain't nobody's baby except for my mama's.
Isn't that what I just said? I said you're still a baby, which means you're still a little kid, man. Watch your mouth, man. You're still a little kid.
You know, I have had him. My son wanted to end his life. I was turned down at one place because I didn't have $2,500 to help my son. Finally, I found somebody. My son has been in a hospital to try to find a way to deal with this since May the 23rd of this year. I have spent in excess of $45,000 to help my son. Now, he may feel better as a girl, but unless he feels better about himself, it don't make a damn to me one way or the other.
All right, Aaliyah returns when we come back. You understand something startling, something we did not plan happened during the course of the show. We had a guest named Aaliyah who was born a boy, said she really wanted to be a girl and was pretending to be one. So much so she actually fooled her friend Dwayne. And then in the middle of the show, Aaliyah has shocked us by saying that she was tired of pretending and wanted to go back and be a boy once and for all. I want the doctor to talk to her because I think there's some real problems there. So Aaliyah's gone backstage, cut her hair, taken off her makeup, and now wants to return as the person she was born as. Aaron, come on out. Aaron, how do you feel?
Different.
Why did you want to do this?
Why? There's a lot of reasons. One of the big ones is I was sitting here listening to this mother talk.
And it's for your mother?
No, it's not just for my mother. It has a lot of things to do with the fact I myself, before people go through this process, they have to go through 2 years of living as a woman, psych evals, you know, whatever. And basically with me, I've been going to doctors for how long? Maybe about 2-3 years now. And before I left, I told her that there was a possibility that this might happen. And the reason why I didn't go any further with it was because there were some things that happened to me, you know, sexual abuse, blase, blase. But still, the fact remains that I made this decision as a result. I think I, you know, didn't have a lot of confidence in myself and this and that. And I'm not saying this is a lack of confidence, because I, honest to 100% God, understand where she's coming from and where she's coming from. But as far as
I think this is dangerous. Am I right? Why is it dangerous, doctor?
Because, I mean, there's a desperation to it. It's like, who am I? Let me try this. Let me try that. And what do you think you're really wanting?
What do I think that I'm really wanting?
Yes.
I think that what I'm really wanting is to give myself a chance. I don't think I ever have.
All right. All right.
Take a break. We'll be right back.
As a man.
Let me explain. When we first talked to Judy and to Rocky, Judy explained to us how painful it was to see Rocky dressed as a girl who's only 13. And we promised that Rocky could spend half the show in boys' clothes. And that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Right?
It does.
Okay,
He's
Rocky,
my
come on
son.
out. We made a promise, and this is the promise.
There you go, girl. There you go. Now you're here for it.
How do you feel, Rocky? Well, you're making your
Feel
mother
much
happy.
warmer.
You're making your mother happy, right? Not for you, but making mother happy.
That's right. That's all that matters.
Why do the clothes matter that much, doctor?
I think because Rocky steps into a persona, into a personality that he feels more comfortable with in the inside. It matches him. He feels, I mean, he looks actually not nearly as powerful. He looks less powerful. He
looked
looks
more
more
power-
uncomfortable like
He looked
this.
more powerful as a female.
He
Don't you
did.
think so?
Yes.
Don't you?
Yeah. I saw the whole change in the back.
It's
when I
amazing,
told her.
isn't it?
It was night
But
and
that
day.
doesn't necessarily mean that it's simply just because of female clothing. There's something that it represents to him, and that has to be explored.
While they were putting his makeup on, his face was just lit up.
It's
He was
much
just so
more than
happy.
just makeup, though.
Yes.
It's much more than just clothes.
It was becoming.
Represents his insides.
I happen to think Judy ought to be Mother of the Year. I do believe that. Take a break. We'll come back. So I'd like to thank you, Doctor, and all of you. Judy will be watching you to see what goes on. It's a very good show, since I said clothes and makeup don't make the person. It's a very good moment for me to take. Over the summer, as I told you, I changed my hair from blonde to red, and I didn't think a thing about it, except that I've been on the camera with you guys for many years as a blonde, and my husband loves it, and I loved it, and I came back here to go to work, and all hell broke loose. Everybody on the staff hated it, or at least said they did, and everybody, all of my bosses, and I have lots of bosses, gave me a very hard time. So I mentioned it on the air, and I cannot thank you enough, because some of you are really wonderful family-type people, and called me and said that you liked it, even if you didn't. Even if you didn't. I was feeling very down, and you made me feel very good, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. No, hair color doesn't make it any more than clothes makes it. You're right, but this is me. See you next time.